sunrise in Kibera, as the corrugated rooftops glow under the first golden light, a quiet revolution is taking shape. In a place often defined by struggle, a different story is emerging, one of innovation, opportunity, and digital hope. Today on Take on Tech, we explore how a single innovation hub, born from global collaboration and local determination, is changing the future for thousands of young Kenyans. On November 14th, a milestone unfolded inside the Peggy Lucas School. Close the Gap Kenya, a social enterprise with a 20-year legacy of digital inclusion, opened a new innovation hub right in the heart of Kibera. This space, equipped with modern computers, digital tools, and learning stations, marks a powerful shift. Technology is no longer distant. It is here, accessible, open to every learner who walks through these doors. As children settle in front of screens, some for the very first time, the promise of a digitally empowered generation begins to take root. Behind this transformation lies a unique partnership between Kenya and Belgium.
In general, that's the kind of project that we support in Brussels, because we have an interest to have sustainable solutions for the technology, and we need to have solutions, and he brings solutions as well in the Belgium schools. You have to know that during the COVID, one of the solutions came from Close the Gap for our schools, but we can have this kind of solutions for other countries as well, and that's why we support this kind of projects, because it brings added value in Belgium as well. This kind of experience, we learned a lot about this kind of experience for Belgium and Europe as well. It's not just a question of just giving that something that we have already, not at all. We have also a lot to learn by this kind of experience that you have here on site.
Belgium views Kenya not just as a trading partner, but as a thriving innovation hotspot, a nation where technological ambition is fueled by a young, creative, and determined population.
Our purpose as a foreign trade agency, I'm the CEO of a foreign trade agency on behalf of the Brussels government. The vision of the Brussels government is to improve the life of citizens and populations, and use the foreign trade policies as a leverage to connect people and to connect population. We want to create and to strengthen our relationships between Kenya and Belgium in a win-win partnership. And this is one of the best examples that we can do with our innovation, with our commitment for Kenya, with our partners here at Close the Gap. We work so long together, and he brings solutions thanks to the innovation of entrepreneurship of Belgium.
Through the support of Hub Brussels and the Belgium Economic Mission, the inauguration symbolizes a deepening commitment to human-centered digital development, a commitment that says, when technology meets community, progress becomes inevitable.
Digital inclusion it's an issue everywhere in all the world, and it's kind of issues that we have to work on, because it's the gap of tomorrow, and the Close the Gap, the word is well chosen, but we have to work on this digital inclusion, and especially with the kids, because they are really comfortable, and they more comfortable than me. I could see that they already can do things that I can't, and so it's the best way to invest in the future. It's to bring them tools in the digital technologies in order that they can manage the future better than we.
Close the Gap was founded on a simple belief: everyone, everywhere deserves access to technology. For over 2 decades, the organization has collected end-of-life computers from across Europe, refurbished them, and delivered them to underserved communities around the world. More than 1.6 million devices have passed through their hands, impacting over 6 million people. But what makes this model revolutionary is its circular approach. What once happened in Europe now happens right here in Africa. Since 2019, Refurbishing and recycling have taken place in local heated facilities in Mombasa, Kenya, the DRC, and South Africa. Devices are tested, repaired, and repurposed by Africans for Africans. It's a cycle of empowerment that creates skills, jobs, and sustainable impact. And now, with a new hub in Kibera, that cycle extends to classrooms, unlocking new possibilities for the next generation.
Close the Gap is a social enterprise. I founded it 25 years ago in Brussels, in Belgium. But 7 years ago, we opened our first chapter on the African continent in Kenya. We actually try to play a game in what we call the circular economy and in circular IT, to be more specific, to basically find a way to improve an ecosystem that computer devices can actually get a second lease of life when their first B2B use has come to an end, mostly for economical reasons, not from a purpose of using them or from a life cycle point of view. So in Belgium, the group that we founded Close the Gap today is called Circular IT Group, and we upcycle every year over 1.5 million computers. In Kenya right now, we are between 40 and 60,000 devices a year, which we upcycle in Mombasa. So we opened our flagship circular economy IT upcycling factory in Mombasa, close to the port, so that we can also deal with electronic waste and exporting where necessary some complex and hazardous fractions through our partners in Kenya, such as WeCenter. So that's actually what Close the Gap is all about. It's about upcycling computers in large volumes and in high quality, including also warranty, so that mostly young people that can't necessarily find access to the normal economic system because of affordability can actually have affordable devices in large numbers for institutions such as the one where we are today.
Inside the Peggy Lucas School, the atmosphere has changed. Learners who once viewed digital tools as distant luxuries are now confidently navigating software, typing assignments, and exploring coding basics. But the change extends far beyond this single school. The Innovation Hub is open to the entire community. Schools from across Kibera visit for computer lessons. Thousands of children, many of whom have never touched a computer before, now have access to modern digital education.
Since the computer lab was installed in our school, it has given them an opportunity to have direct access to the computers. Number two, it makes the learning interesting because the learners love doing things that they do with their hands. When they do it practically, they enjoy it more. So the computers has made the learning to be more interesting. Once you tell the learners today we are going to have a practical lesson from the computer lab, everyone is active and everyone is ready to enjoy the lesson compared to the lessons that do happen from the classes. To the community, we find that our school is one of the privileged schools that has the computer center at the school, whereby the schools from around come and ask for us to give them an opportunity to execute their lessons from our school, which is giving us a level, I can say, compared to other schools, because they can come and acquire the knowledge and the skills that they could have, maybe go to the cyber and use more money to do that. But with us, what we normally do with the schools around, we liaise with each other. The resources we have, we can share them, or we share them with other schools. And the resources we don't have, we go to the other schools that have the same resources, then we share.
For Kibera, the hub represents more than technology. It represents confidence. It represents opportunity. It represents a bridge to a world where geography no longer limits potential.